Welcome to the low-tech world of me. um, I haven't made a video for a while. I'm not very technical, and I've had a lot happening in my life with various relatives who've been very ill, and etc., etc. But I'm very, very inspired by a lot of the videos that I see, especially the ones on minimalism, motivation and veganism, and I want to focus on the minimalism and motivation today. How can I say? Well, today I was watching Motivation Monday with John and Jamie, My Conscious Life, Our Conscious Life, and they have their own channels, and I was very touched by it. I find them quite inspiring, and it was something they were saying about doing things in small doses, and it's better than achieving nothing. So, for the motivation, my own way of motivating, and it's when you retire, it's quite hard to motivate yourself. You have to have a structure, or you'll just. I keep myself busy. I have set activities I do every week. I sing in a choir, which does concerts, so we're in the concert season, so I have to do so much vocal work every day to keep my vocal cords in shape, and I have to learn words, which I hate, but I have to do it. And I also do yoga a couple of times a week, and I do some voluntary work. So there's set things that I do, and the rest of the time, most of my day could be filled just with domestic chores, cooking for people and cleaning and that kind of thing. So I got into the habit of just writing down 3 things I want to achieve every day. One around the house, one sort of domestic thing, one for me, so it could be meditation or exercise or yoga, and one for health. So it could be looking at my diet carefully, eating something healthy, drinking loads of water, not drinking coffee. And that's enough, really, to motivate me. I looked at my life and all the time wasters, and I found that television was a big time waster. I don't really watch television anymore. If there's a good film or a good documentary or news program, then I'll watch that with my husband, but really, we don't really watch much television. We have the occasional DVD, but I'd rather go to a local cinema and support it. And that's helped. I also don't really buy magazines anymore. I have specialist ones I subscribe to, a few. But I realise that with most art magazines that you see in stores, especially women's magazines, there's usually only 1 or 2 articles that actually interest me. So now I just read the magazine articles in the store. There's nobody around really looking, so I just can read the article and don't have to buy it. I know it's naughty, but it saves a lot of my time and it saves a lot of paper. So I do that. I found it really hard to start reading, and I really want to read. So I have a spot where I read. I come from a generation of women who I sort of grew up in the 50s, and I was always taught a woman shouldn't be sitting around reading, you should be doing housework, or, the devil makes work for idle hands, and reading was considered something you didn't do if you're a woman, in my household anyway, where I grew up. So now I do little chunks, and it's helping. It's been really good. So yeah, that leads me on to minimalism, very briefly, and that's really changed my life. I don't want my daughter to inherit a load of my knickknacks when I die. I don't want her to have the awful job of having to clear out my house, as I've had to do recently for relatives, and it's very sad because you can't take all their stuff. You've nowhere to put it. It meant something to them, but not for you. And you have memories in your heart are the most important ones. So I'm aware I have too much stuff. I have too many books. I have tons of books I've never read, I've meant to read, and I've never read. And so, it's inspired me really to get rid of a lot of my books to a charity shop. Focus on the books that I have and really want to read, and also think about going more to the public library. And I've been clearing out stuff, and as I've been clearing it out, looking at knickknacks and stuff, I've been thinking, you're not that person anymore. Your daughter's not that person. She won't want your stuff. So minimalize everything and then enjoy the few things you have and focus on experiences. So that's helped a lot. I'm very lucky in that my lovely daughter is a Taurus. I'm a Leo. She's a very down-to-earth Taurus. And when she was a teenager, she decided to clear out her room, and she just went for it. Boom, straight down the charity shop. She's very like my husband in that she's very practical, very down to earth. And that's good, She's getting married this summer over in Ireland, where my family come from, and so that's lovely as well. I'm really enjoying that. Got the big hat and everything all ready. But I'm also decluttering my home as well, and she's been encouraging me and helping me. Because I'm not that person anymore. And then people out there would love some of the stuff I had that I don't use. I mean, what am I using it for? And as I get older, it's getting harder to physically clean stuff, and you end up dusting a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'm decluttering the house in anticipation of my husband retiring in the autumn, and we'll have more time to do walking. And listen to me now, you see, I could go out walking for 10 minutes, couldn't I? So yeah, I'm also very inspired by the concept of aging as a French woman. I know it's mythical, right? I know that a lot of these lovely books about how French women live and dress, they're very wonderful, and I follow them as a guideline, but it's about as accurate as saying that most Englishmen are like Colin Firth or Hugh Grant. No, they aren't really. But I enjoy it. I love it. I love the French lifestyle. My husband and I go to Paris occasionally, and I've minimalised my wardrobe. I've had a lot of help from the Daily Connoisseur, Jennifer L. Scott's book, and so I only have things I like, and it's easier to get dressed. And also, I appreciate the simple things in life, like fresh flowers and classical music, and that encourages you to make time for yourself and space for yourself as well. So, if you hear a weird noise in the background, I hope you don't, but it's my very, very old washing machine that's on its farewell tour, and it's really noisy. So if you stuck with this, thank you so much. I just hope it uploads. Goodbye. Thank you.